This is the Xtracycle EdgeRunner 27D. It's got 27 speeds. You can check that out over here. And it's a cargo bike. This thing is actually really perfect for people who have maybe like a family. And as you can see, it's got this big frame thing on it. Not all the pieces are there, but this is the family kit. So these are called the U-tubes, and you can imagine putting a kid and kind of sitting them down here, and they've got something to hold on to and something to protect their fingers. And it's a really thoughtfully designed system. There's kind of these bags that hang down on the side to protect the feet, and there's a little pad that sits there for them called the magic carpet. And it's just it's a kind of a fun thing. But getting back to the bike, because that is an accessory you have to buy separately. Getting back to the bike itself, what makes this kind of special is you've got this 20-inch wheel in the rear. You notice that there's a larger wheel in the front, kind of standard, and then there's a 20-inch wheel in the back, and that actually creates more leverage and better torque for climbing up hills and maybe moving larger loads. A couple kids up here, some cargo. It's a neat system, and this is a BionX kit that's a part of this Xtracycle, and it's the SL350 HT High Torque XL, and it offers quite a bit of torque and power. That's a 48-volt battery in there, so that's pretty good. A lot of standard electric bikes have kind of like 36-volt, and then you've got a nice 350-watt gearless hub motor in the rear. So this actually, the BionX system, all of them, have this nice control system up here, and the way it works is you can kind of get pedal assist help like that, or you can go down and get regen mode help or assistance, and the difference is, on one hand you're getting pedal assistance, on the other hand you're putting energy back into the motor, like going down a hill, or maybe if you just want the workout, you can actually recharge that battery, which is pretty cool. And I've got full reviews on the BionX kits you can check out, but it is a good system, and it's really cool when you've got it already integrated into a bike like this, something that's thoughtfully designed with that smaller rear wheel that's just so accommodating for cargo or family. I like what they've done here, and I've always really liked pedal assist, but it's nice to also have the throttle right here. And one thing I've noticed about the BionX kits is that, for safety reasons, they sort of require you to pedal up to speed like 2 miles per hour before you can use the throttle. Keep that in mind if you're doing a test ride. Other things that stand out on this bike, you've got the Avid BB7 disc brakes, plenty of stopping power, always important if you're carrying a heavier load, and you've got the Shimano DORA drive system here, 27 speeds as I mentioned earlier. Just overall a really solid bike. And you might be thinking, oh, I've seen similar bikes from Yuba. There's little differences here and there. I tend to think the Xtracycle offers a really, it's a pretty high quality. A lot of the components are sort of upgraded, and they've got their own line of accessories, and clearly, really clever and kind of innovative accessories. So I like this bike. It'd be a good choice if you do have that family, or you're looking for a bike that's more for utility, and a lot of torque and good power. Also going to have good range. And I like the fact that, if you were using this, say, for commuting, you can unlock the battery, and you can actually take that off. You could charge it in the office, and then, the bike itself kind of stays out, maybe outside or something like that, and it's going to be a little bit less vulnerable. So that's another reason that the BionX kit is kind of a nice choice. And they have two versions of this bike. So again, this is the Xtracycle EdgeRunner 27D. They have another one called the Xtracycle EdgeRunner 27 Deluxe, and that's the upgraded version. So it's got the hydraulic disc brakes and fenders and stuff. If you're riding a bike like this, it's also nice to get some lights and add them on. It's sort of the build your own bike style with a lot of these cargo bikes, but it's pretty cool. I'm pretty impressed with this design, and for the full written review and more info, pictures and comments and stuff, check out ElectricBikeReview.com, and I'll see you there.